Last time my friend Andrew stopped on his way home from work and went to, sorry I'm putting pants on, went to Menards with me. We picked up sheetrock because I needed help. And it was funny because when we did the sheetrock for the drawing room, I feel like it was, you know, when you buy them, they come in, you know, sets of 2, and obviously you pay for each piece. But I think for the drawing room, we had to make 2 trips because it was too heavy for the truck. You want to come in? You want to say hi? Come and say hi, old man. All right, I gotcha. So we had to do 2 trips, and getting the sheetrock in just to the drawing room into like the foyer area was hard enough. Getting it upstairs last night was like the struggle of a lifetime. I got 4 sheets of 5/8 thick. Now, when I did the drawing room, there was a few people asked why I would do thicker sheetrock. And the reason is because it was all on the outer walls for the house. Marginally better insulation property, but it's also better at soundproofing. Not that I live on a noisy street by any means. So I figured for this wall, I would also do the 5/8. I only needed 4 pieces of it, so I'm gonna work on that now. But I also picked up 1/2-inch sheetrock, which is the regular size. It's what you would find in most walls in your house. Well, why are you trying to get away now? You have hair in your mouth because you've been licking it off your back. There's going to be a wall built right there, which is hard to see right now, but you can kind of see the closet doors. They're just bifold doors. Part of this whole project is going to be building a wall in front of that and making it a giant walk-in closet. I'm not doing that today. I just have the sheetrock for it. I might start chipping away at that later this week. I'm going to put this stuff on the wall because we're ready to close it in. Vapor barrier is in place, electrical is done, installation's done, so it's time to close it in. This is also plenty hard doing it by yourself. Come on, you. All right. There we go. Out you get. Get off of there, you bitch. I've got my handy little angle finder because I'm historically bad at finding the angles of things. What is it going to be?
How the hell do you do it? Like that?
It's still not going to be accurate, but we're gonna see. It's not big enough.
Can we just do this? You gotta be so damn difficult.
Oh, it was at 04 fucker. All right, what's an at? Quit this. 54. Remember that. I just don't think this is right. Do. All right, that's pretty good. Hey. Well, my workday's done, so there's gonna be a lot of mudding on that beauty because some of the original studs, I'm not gonna blame it entirely on no, I am. My stuff was locked down. Some of those studs were not flush with what was there before, so there are some areas where the mud's gonna have to be a lot thicker just to smooth out the wall. A lot of that is also gonna be covered with the trim casing that'll be hiding most of this. It's fine, I feel good about the wall. I did figure I should start framing out the wall that's going in front of the closet. So now you can see it better. No one likes bifold closet doors. It's a trademark of the 80s, and I know they still do it probably now, but I hate them. The plan is to build a wall where that little T ends right there, which will be 65 inches wide. That leaves about 40 inches of a walkway into what will be the I don't even want to call it a closet. It's because it's a walk-in closet, but it's also going to be like a dressing area. There'll be a mirror. There's going to be a bench nook seat in there. It's a whole thing. I'm going to get started on framing that, and that's going to mean cutting carpet out. And I did order today the heat register vent that I wanted. I found one on eBay that's from, I think it's from 1869. Really cool looking. I'm going to have to refinish it because it's super rusted and corroded. That's the only air vent in the room. It's in the floor. And where this wall is going to go, that is where there had been a wall when the house was originally built. When they had the fire in the 80s, I accidentally stopped the video. They they restructured the whole room. This used to be a wall. And the vent, because you can see it's all lined up pretty well here. The vent would have been one of those floor baseboard registers that's angled upward, most likely. So it will kind of be that again. The wall will have another Samsung frame TV to put on it. It'll just kind of be a thing. It's going to be great. I'm really excited for this, actually. The goal is not to like, I'm going to make every room in the house smaller. But in doing so, with some of these spaces, it ends up making the room feel bigger. You know, just because you have open concept, that doesn't necessarily mean a space feels as big as it is. Because the drawing room, adding that transom wall, made the space seem gigantic compared to what it used to be. And if anything, the walls came in a little bit. So I'm going to get started on this. And I also have a plan for electrical stuff that's good news, but we'll get to it. Everything in here is a mess right now. Jesus. Damn it. The other fun thing is that these walls that I textured when I moved in, I don't want the texture anymore. So with one wall that will be smooth, which is awesome, there is this bit here, that wall, and this wall that I'm going to have to figure out how to do the, where you roll on the plaster and then you flatten it out. It's probably going to take 2 or 3 rounds of that because I do want smooth walls. And then in here, it's going to be board and batten-ish. I need to pry baseboards off. I always hated this thing too, because it just sits in there. You step on it all the time. It's just the most annoying thing. So, one of the things I haven't thought about much yet is what the floor will be in here, because you could keep it carpet, but when this comes out, there's obviously no carpet under that, so that's going to be an issue. All right, here's the wall. I have it flush with that. This is just so I can like visually wrap my brain around what I'm doing right now. All right, I'm gonna screw this down in 2 spots so I can get a clean cut with the razor blade. Let's do it. $25 and $29. $25 and $29. Before I close this in, before I put the piece down, I want to drill through the floor as far over as I can, because the entire second floor is on a single breaker in the basement. Just one thing shuts off the entire second floor. I don't want that for a myriad of reasons, but as I'm adding more outlets and, you know, I've added the stuff for the outside, it's just a lot of stuff to have on a single breaker, and you're just asking for it to overload and trip. I figured I could start the process by running a line up here, because there will be an outlet on this wall, and then that can be the line that eventually connects and just feeds the bedroom and nothing else. Because I can see light. I wonder if I feed this down, if I can see it downstairs. Be right back. We're gonna see if we can see that wire that I just pushed through. I feel like I know where it is. I feel positive about this, but I should have put the flashlight on it to see if I can see it better. So now I'm gonna go look again. Yes, yes. You guys, it's truly like right there. Try and finagle this there again. That helps to see it. I thought I had it, but then I had to get a flashlight and it wasn't it. This may be a losing battle. Okay, I see. Okay, well now it's like going super far down. Maybe this is the winner. I was reaching so far in for this thing and it was literally right above me. Got it! Let's just say I do the outlet here. So this is plenty. There we go. Okay, vacuum that up. Back in business. All right, you are gonna go there. And you're gonna go there. But will you go there together? Probably not. This might work. Are you level? Oh shit. I got that pretty effing level on my first try. So that looks straight, but I need to get the other piece in before I can know for sure. Ah! Okie dokie. You are super not level. There. Level this way. Oh, oh. Well, that one really slid. Sugar. Stop. Ow, it's hot now. Fuck. That's at the bottom of the vent now. I need more wood, so I'm not gonna be able to finish the studs tonight, but because I'm feeling gumptious, we'll use that word, gumptious, that's fine. I'm gonna put sheetrock on this. Because I can. Why not? So there's the start of a wall, yay. I could do the bottom part tonight as well, but then I got to thinking that that would be blocking the air vent, and I've got about a week until the new one comes, so I just figured I'll just do the top piece. That helps me to visualize a lot better, you know, kind of start space planning for the other side, because now that there's a wall in place, I can do measurements much more accurately. So you can't really see it in the video, a little bit you can tell. That's like a 1.5 inch angle on the ceiling. The floor's more. This house. So now I can really start taking apart the closet as well, disassembling that, taking the doors off, the trim, and getting the sheetrock removed. I'm probably not gonna do the closet for a couple months. This is just planning ahead. I'm still torn if I want to have the bedroom door there on the angle, or if I want to move it to this wall. I have the sheetrock to close it all up, but I can't decide right now which one. It'll come to me. So the trim is all up now. Now I can shift to siding. I realize I also didn't do like much of an intro for this, so I went and picked all this up from Menards today. And it is PVC, so it is plastic, which is great because I don't have to worry about it rotting. The header there, you'll notice I didn't sink the screws and it's a little wonky. That is okay because that is not permanently in place. All of this has to come off, and there is still the foam board behind it, so it's a different depth up top above the board than it is below. So the board's at an angle right now anyway. I'm not sure when I will get to removing that siding. It's probably going to be a couple weeks from now, because now I need to focus on doing this siding. So this is J channel, and it's going to go along everything. This is actually the color the house originally was. So it's gonna go along everything, and then I have another piece, I don't know what this one's called, it's skinnier, that goes up against stuff and things. I think that's it. I'm pretty much done for the day. I've got to clean some of this up. I'm gonna have to get my shop vac to suck up all this black dust out here, because it's, I don't want to leaf blow it into the yard because it's plastic. It looks good though. Really happy with this. And then the next steps for this stuff would be, I have a black adhesive that is not, or sealant, excuse me, that is not silicone based, because I read about with this PVC siding and you're not supposed to use silicone sealants on it. And I don't know why, other than maybe it doesn't stick properly and adhere. Has my thumb been in the way the whole time? I'm holding the camera different than I normally do. So I've been out here on and off this morning. I got all of the J channel, which is this stuff here. Got that all on, got the top trim pieces on, got everything kind of covered that needs to be covered. And I didn't record it because I know I probably did something wrong in there and I didn't want someone showing up in the comments being like, hey, you didn't do it right. I also didn't record doing the first part of siding, mostly because I just wanted to like, I knew it was going to be easy. It was super easy, but like, look how great that looks. And not my shoulder, the siding. I'm going to move on to this whole stretch here. It went very fast, so I should be able to get this done before dinner time. It's the noisiest minivan I've ever heard in my life. Cool. Ouch. It's not done. It needs to get painted still, but it's done for now. And I don't have to worry about water damage. So I got the first shelf done. I surprised didn't record it. I still need to put it along this stretch though. And that's gonna be the more exciting portion because I need to take the door out, all the framework, need to take that return because it doesn't go anywhere, as I found when I tore the ceiling out for the drawing room. It didn't do anything, so that's gonna go away. And then something I'm thinking of, because I'm gonna be adding all these kind of cubbies underneath, I'm gonna figure out how much space I need in that cavity down below to put my box fan. And then I'll build a door for the box fan so that if I have company, if I'm out of town or whatever, for whatever reason I'm not sleeping here, I can put it in there and not have a box fan hanging out in the middle of the room. I need to cut the carpet out there and I need to get the trim off before I go any further. That's the project for the night. I think there was someone standing there when I opened it. An intrusive thought that just popped in my head. I need the crowbar is what I really need, but I don't want to go get it. Huzzah, wench! Did it! Can you see how like crooked the wall is? It's not my fault! Hey, buddy. Okie dokie. Where's the correct... Where'd I put it? It's getting too late to deal with this. Oh, it's right there. Probably because they don't even have studs all the way up, because that's what this fucking house is. It's late and I'm tired, in case you couldn't tell. Just an interesting little note. This piece right here, I think it's 26 3/8 inches tall. The one on the far left there is 24 1/4 inches tall. So 2-inch height difference. Let's see how level it is right now. Oh, it's perfectly level. This will get a different topper on top of it. This is just the framework. So if you're getting panicked right now, don't, because it can only get better. That's what I tell myself every day. Now, I brought the fan in earlier off camera. The fan's gonna fit right in here. And I think what I'm gonna do, I've got another full-size piece of beadboard. I used one of them to go for the media cabinet downstairs. I think between that and the scrap beadboard that I've got in the garage, I think I can fashion, maybe I'll do a double door right here. I wanna raise this up just a little higher because I think the fan only comes to like right here. And I'm thinking about, like, I'm gonna need some kind of a, you know, a baseboard or something in front of this, even if it's cut lower than the rest of it, just to fix that up. Tomorrow, because it's getting a little too late, I'll start framing up the inside. This shelf here is gonna go full depth back, so it'll be a little extra deep. And then I'll do another one that's higher up. But tomorrow I need to figure out what the cross bracing is gonna be like for the mirror that goes on the other side that'll face out into the hallway. That's a problem for tomorrow. I'm done for the day. I am pretty tired. So I'm just gonna vacuum this up, and that's that. It's nice to suddenly have like all these like shelves though, these flat surfaces. That is nice. Ugh. Oh, what's that one? I'm in a much better mood today. I don't think I was in a bad mood yesterday. I think I was just tired. Tired and crabby. I'm just gonna put framing in on this and slap the sheetrock up right away so I don't wonder what it's gonna look like anymore. And then I can figure out where the mirror goes on this side, get that cross bracing added in, and then figure out on this side what I'm gonna, you know, actually be doing. I've been kind of stuck on a color for the bedroom. And I know I want to keep it blue, but I don't want to keep it this dark of blue. I stopped and visited with my friends at Sherwin-Williams last night to get samples of the colors I've been kind of waffling on, which are Tarragon and Big Dipper. I wanted to get samples because in the past I've just been kind of rash at going and getting a paint color that I like and putting it on the wall and just dealing with it. But these kind of walk the line of teal, and I'm not a huge fan of teal any longer, just because I've kind of grown out of that phase. So I went and got the swatches last night, or the samples. Let's slap them on the wall and see how they turn out. I'm leaning toward Tarragon. That was the one that I liked the most, but I did also pick up a trim color, which is limestone. And that's because I don't want to color drench this room. I'm not moving on from color drenching, but I want to have a little differentiation between things. Hey. Okay, you know, it's funny, every time I pick this up again, so like, you guys just saw me painting small bits of paint on the wall to pick a color. That was about a month and a half ago. Nothing's happened since then, except I did order all of the shades that I need for the windows. When I gutted the drawing room, is this close enough? I don't know. Who fucking cares? I partnered with Smart Wings. Now, I'm not partnered with them right now. This is not a sponsorship or anything. I loved the shades so much, the motorized shades, that I knew I wanted to put them up in my bedroom. The problem is that those transom windows that go across my headboard, they don't make the shades that short. You can customize them so that they are only opening a certain amount, so I could technically navigate that. It just wasn't worth the expense for them. I did get SmartWing shades for the two long windows, and I got the shades from blinds.com for the two transom ones. They are not motorized, they're just pull down ones, but that's fine. Now, I wasn't gonna put these up until everything had been painted, or at least until the window casings had been painted and, you know, sanded and caulked and everything. But as winter is going on, it's cold in here. On days like today, when it is 1 degree outside, I need to install these because they are blackout, which, you know, great for sleeping, whatever. I've gotten used to sleeping with the light that comes in, but they are insulating. Because I had to pivot away from Smart Wings for the other two shades, it's a different company. So the fabric is different on the shade, you know, the accordion shade. With different fabric means how do you match it? So they let you order, I think it was, you can get 10 fabric swatches for free for the shades. So I picked all the colors that I thought would match that, or at least complement it. One of them in particular was almost a dead exact match, and I thought, you know, this wall is usually in shadow anyway during the day, or it's always backlit. So you're not gonna really notice. My only complaint with blinds.com was that it was really hard to figure out what color the mount was going to be. It is what I was afraid of. The SmartWings mounts are black, but this is clearly not black. My plan is going to be then, when it's time to paint the windows and these all have to come down, I am going to spray paint this. That's okay. That's not the end of the world. That's an easy fix. You know, watch the color be totally different right now. I don't know, can you? That's close enough. Who fucking cares? It's my house. Easy as pie. If I had known what I was gonna be purchasing to put here, I could have framed this a little whiter. That's hindsight. Spilt milk, like, it's not something to cry about. It's fine. That's as easy as it gets. Maybe I didn't get blackout for these. I could have sworn I did, though. I don't know why. I did not order blackout. Shit. Shit. Okay, problem solving mode. This window, I am going to use more of this window, this size specifically, in a couple other areas. One of them being the top of the stairs, and the other, the kitchen, probably. Top of the stairs and the kitchen would not need blackout. They would just need light filtering. So I could reuse them then, reorder these when the time comes. I'm not doing it now. These were on a Black Friday special, so they were discounted. Shit, what a dummy. I hate it. I hate it when I do that. Okay, well, yeah, I was wondering why it was so light compared to this. Well, sugar. Okay, something's better than nothing. Then the room doesn't turn into a pit of despair in the daytime, if I'm, too lazy to tell the Echo device to open them or, whatever. That's okay. It's okay for now. We'll see. Maybe it'll grow on me anyway and I won't care. I'm gonna pop up the other two now, and then that's it for today. So I guess I'll see you in a minute. Really, it'll be about a month.